You remember when you was a little kid and you first started going through puberty and your body started feeling different, your voice get a little deeper, there's changes happening. That's how life is. When you start growing, there's going to be changes. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Things are going to be different. But that's not a sign that something's wrong. It's a sign that you're developing. It's a sign that you're getting closer to that goal, getting closer to getting that dream relationship, getting closer to improving your grades. It's a sign you're getting closer. It's a sign you're becoming better. Now, during the process, though, it can be a bit uncomfortable. Right now, I'm at a period of my life where so much is happening. I'm going on more podcasts. I'm doing more speeches. I got a conference coming up in a week from now. A lot is happening. And I noticed that as I'm growing, as I'm developing, as I'm improving my camera equipment, as I'm improving my recording equipment, as I'm doing these bigger things, I've been feeling this weird doubt. I've been feeling this, man, am I good enough for that? Like, I don't know where this stuff just starts popping up. I start feeling this, but I stuttered a little bit. I did this, and that wasn't happening before. Like before, I was just locked in. But now there's this fog. And I was thinking about it for a few days, and I realized that fog isn't anything wrong with me. That fog is the growing pain. That fog is like when the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, it comes out, and it first has to learn how to use its wings. It's like, what is this? Like, I see I'm making progress, but what's going on? Everything's so different. It's like when the baby is born and the light is blinding and it has to get used to it. Or when it takes its first steps and it's like wobbling around. It's like when you go to a higher level, there's a period where you have to be uncomfortable. You have to learn. You have to get used to this new thing. Looking back, when I used to work at McDonald's and I said to myself, this is okay, but I don't see myself here forever. I want to move up. I want to do something different. So I went out and I started applying to new jobs. I found myself working this job in New Jersey, so 2 hours away, and I was doing door-to-door sales, selling solar panels. Now, knocking on strangers' doors, introducing myself in a place I've never been, doing a job I've never done, having to learn communication skills, having to learn all these things was uncomfortable. It was scary. But many of the times in our life, the thing that is scary is building us. Because I can look back and say that that job taught me so many skills that I use to this day. It taught me eye contact. It taught me how to have a good conversation. It taught me how to build a connection with somebody. It taught me how to sell. It taught me so many things. But if I wasn't willing to go through the discomfort back then, I wouldn't be the man I am today. I wouldn't be, recording this video on top of my office building. I wouldn't be traveling the country doing these speeches. I wouldn't be the man I am today. And you have to be willing to go through the growing pains. You have to be willing to go through that period where you don't know. It's okay to not know. Because by admitting right now, I don't have it all figured out. But I can. I can learn from this. I can look around and I can see, all right, what can I do? And then you ask yourself, what's my options? What is this moment teaching me? We think that our challenges are breaking us when actually they're making us. We think that it's tearing us down when actually it's building us up. We think that because something is hard, it means we should quit. But actually, because something is hard, it means that we are going to become stronger when we overcome it. Think about all those times when you felt stressed out, when you felt tired, when you might have failed a test, when you got your heart broken, when somebody broke up with you, whatever happened. Think about those times you went through something hard and you thought it was the end of the world. Man, my girlfriend broke up with me. I'ma die alone. Think about all those times you felt like that. But then you went through that challenge, you went through that heartbreak. You said, yeah, man, she left me, but it is what it is. I'ma grieve, I'ma cry about it for a little bit, and I'll find somebody else. And then you did. And then now moving forward, You're able to handle your emotions better when a relationship goes south. That's a very important skill to have. Think about all the time when you failed a math test or you failed something and you said, man, I'm a failure. Man, I'm stupid. Man, I'm the worst in the world. But eventually you start to realize that just because I failed a test doesn't mean I am a failure. Being able to differentiate your self-worth from your results in life is a very important skill to have, because there are going to be hundreds, thousands of times when you get knocked down. When you start a business and it doesn't work out. When you ask somebody out and they say no. There's going to be hundreds, thousands of times when these sorts of things will happen. But every time you get knocked down and you stand back up, you learn how to get better. You learn how to stand up quicker. You learn how to stop getting knocked down for so long. And if you never have challenges, if you never go through the hard part, the good part isn't as fun. Think of it this way. Imagine if you just woke up tomorrow and had $1 million in your bank account, your dream relationship, your favorite car, and you lived in a mega mansion. Imagine if you had that. You'd be like, woo, this is great. I love this. For like a week. But then it will wear off because you're like, man, I didn't earn this. I didn't put in the work. I didn't, have to build something. I just woke up with it. I just got it spoon-fed to me. I just got it handed to me. Working for it makes the journey worth it. It's like, if you didn't put in the work, it don't feel as good. I've made thousands of videos and not all of them were good. Okay, there were a lot of them where I stuttered. There were a lot of them where the audio got messed up. There were a lot of videos that kind of sucked. But I went through the period of time where it sucked in order for me to get good. And by doing that, now every time I make a video and I put it out, it's like this fulfillment, this, I did that. I got knocked down and I picked myself back up. It feels so much better. If everything in your life went perfect, it wouldn't be as fun. If every single thing in your life just went fantastic, it would feel good for like a couple days, maybe a month at most. But eventually you look around and be like, I just got it handed to me. And those growing pains are a part of the process. That period of time where you don't know. That period of time where you got to figure it out. That period of time when you get knocked down and got to pick yourself back up. That period of time where you're like, man, I don't know how I'm going to make it, but I'm going to figure something out. And then you figure something out and they're like, I did that. I overcame that. I made it happen. So what I want you to take from this video is very simple. Understand that just because it's uncomfortable right now, that's not a bad thing. It's actually a sign that you're getting closer to your goal. When you start building muscle in the gym, it's going to be uncomfortable. You might get some stretch marks. You might outgrow your clothes. When you start asking people out, there's going to be some time where people say no. There's going to be some time where you feel insecure. You're going to feel nervous. But that means that you're getting better. There's going to be some times when things are hard, but just because it's hard doesn't mean you quit. Just because it's getting harder and challenging doesn't mean you run away. It means you run towards it. It means you do the hard thing so that it becomes easier. You figure it out. You learn. You adapt. You grow. And ultimately, you become the person that you always dreamt of being. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, you can find that below, as well as booking me for your school, podcast, or organization. We can have a meeting to discuss that with the links below as well. Have a good one.